Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video I'll be discussing DC Comics' The New 52 Justice League of America, Volume 1, World's Most Dangerous, written primarily by Geoff Johns, with art primarily by David Finch. Amanda Waller enlists Steve Trevor to put together an anti-Justice League team in case the Earth ever needs to fend off against the world's greatest heroes, consisting of equals to match each of the Justice League proper: Martian Manhunter versus Superman, Vibe versus The Flash, Katana versus Wonder Woman, Catwoman versus Batman, and the like. Though their mission from the outset is in reaction to Green Arrow's having been almost done in by a villain syndicate known as the Secret Society, and so it goes the government's new team of superhuman protectors goes on the offensive in hunting down the mysterious benefactors. The volume presses on steadily for the first 3 quarters or so along these lines, seeing members of the team go missing, being killed, or others giving themselves up to lead the society on a merry chase, and they eventually meet face-to-face with the society's nameless leader, as well as several minions that are in the society's employ, most notably Professor Ivo, whose giant robot and robot duplicates of most of the Justice League's finest almost lay the JLA to rest. But this sequence also offers Hawkman some brutal time to shine. Eventually, the JLA team's efforts meet a dead end of sorts, unwittingly allowing the Secret Society to escape. And this is where the volume gets a little wacky. Parts 2 and 4 of the Trinity War story, those involving the JLA and the Justice League proper together, are fitted into place between the preceding story and several interstitial or supplemental Martian Manhunter-centric pieces, one of which proves to be centrally related to events earlier in the volume, and the other gives a New 52 history for Martian Manhunter's character, a look at his homeworld and how he lost it. These sit well enough as they are, but should have been kept rather sitting in between the issues as they were originally singularly published, as the continuity is befuddled for their at-the-end placement. And the Trinity War segment suffers from this even more in the extreme, as there is no context for whatever's happened before or after those segments, the most noteworthy happenings being Superman's implication in a murder and Wonder Woman's becoming possessed by Pandora's box, which Lex Luthor himself is told by Pandora herself he can use to save the world and undo the evil she set free ages past. It would be fair to say that these Trinity War chapters and the misplaced supplemental stories lead to giving this volume a discombobulated feel. The writing, being that it's Geoff Johns, is top-notch otherwise, as he knows how to make these characters sparkle, from Catwoman's insinuating herself into the Secret Society, to Vibe's awe, wonder, and fear in the face of his team and the bloodiness of Hawkman, to Stargirl's patriotism not outweighing her team pride, and Katana's sword containing the soul of her former husband that freaks the others out when she speaks to it in whispers. You warm to them all almost immediately. The art is also quite good from cover to cover, never really missing a beat in its consistency. Overall, I have to say I was tremendously happy with this volume, but it does suffer from a poorly constructed sense of concurrence. While the majority of it deserves a 4, maybe 4.5, I'll be rating this volume, because of its discombobulated feel, a 3.5 out of 5. And so otherwise, that'll be pretty much it for me on this. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you thought of Justice League of America Volume 1, if you've read it as yet, and otherwise if you'll be looking forward to picking it up based on this review. I hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.